Phase 1:1. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but he who hates reproof is stupid. This teaches that growth requires humility and openness to correction. Rejecting guidance leads to folly. 2. A good man obtains favor from the Lord, but a man of evil devices he condemns. This is saying that moral alignment attracts divine blessing, while deceit and malice invite judgment. 3. No one is established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous will not be moved. This teaches that stability and endurance are found in righteousness, while corruption leads to collapse. 4. A worthy wife is a crown to her husband, but a disgraceful woman is like rottenness in his bones. This is saying that character and virtue within family relationships have profound, tangible impact on life and legacy. 5. The thoughts of the righteous are just. The counsel of the wicked is deceitful. This teaches that intention matters as much as action. Integrity guides decision-making, while wickedness leads to manipulation. 6. The words of the wicked lie in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright delivers them. This is saying that speech can be weaponized or restorative. The righteous use words for safety and life, the wicked for harm. 7. The wicked are overthrown, but the house of the righteous stands. This teaches that moral decay leads to ruin, while ethical living builds lasting foundations. 8. A man is exalted by his intelligence, but the one of twisted heart will fall. This is saying that discernment and understanding promote stability. Internal corruption ensures downfall. 9. Better is the one who is lightly esteemed and has a servant than one who honors himself and lacks bread. This teaches that humility paired with provision is preferable to pride without sustenance. The practical consequences of character are real. 10. The righteous cares for his animal, but the mercy of the wicked is cruel. This is saying that morality extends beyond humans. Ethical care and compassion are indicators of true righteousness. 11. He who tills his land will have plenty of bread, but he who pursues worthless things lacks sense. This teaches that diligence and effort in meaningful work yield results, while chasing emptiness produces failure. The wicked desires the net of evil men, but the root of the righteous yields fruit. This is saying that alignment with wicked schemes produces instability, whereas righteous effort produces lasting benefit. 13. In the transgression of the lips, the wicked falls, but the righteous escapes trouble. This teaches that careless or malicious speech is a path to destruction, while ethical words protect. 14. From the fruit of his mouth a man enjoys good, and the work of a man's hands will be rewarded. This is saying that both speech and action have consequences. Life's results reflect our choices and labor. 15. The way of a fool seems right to him, but a wise man listens to counsel. This teaches that arrogance blinds, while humility and receptivity guide toward sound decision-making. 16. The wrath of a fool is known at once, but the prudent overlooks an insult. This is saying that emotional control distinguishes wisdom. Unchecked anger reveals folly. 17. Whoever speaks truth shows forth righteousness, but a false witness deceit. This teaches that honesty aligns with life and justice, while falsehood corrupts relationships and society. 18. There is one who speaks rashly like the piercings of a sword, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. This is saying that words can destroy or restore. Prudence in speech safeguards life and community. 19. Truthful lips endure forever, but a lying tongue lasts only a moment. This teaches that honesty produces lasting influence. Deception is fleeting and unstable. Deceit is in the heart of those who plot evil, but joy is for those who counsel peace. This is saying that intentions shape outcomes. Destructive plotting brings harm, while promoting peace brings flourishing. 21. No harm befalls the righteous, but the wicked are filled with trouble. This teaches that moral alignment shields from many of life's pitfalls, while wickedness accumulates consequences. 22. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but those who act faithfully are his delight. This is saying that God evaluates truthfulness and integrity. Faithfulness aligns with his pleasure. 23. A prudent man conceals knowledge, but the heart of fools proclaims folly. This teaches that wisdom includes restraint. Knowledge is valuable when applied with discretion. 24. The hand of the diligent will rule, but the lazy will be put to forced labor. This is saying that effort and responsibility produce autonomy and influence. Laziness results in subjugation. 25. An anxious heart weighs a man down, but a kind word cheers him up. This teaches the power of encouragement and emotional support. Words can lift or burden the spirit. 26. The righteous choose their friends carefully, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. This is saying that companionship affects outcomes. Alignment with virtue promotes success. Folly invites ruin. 27. A lazy man does not roast what he took in hunting, but diligence is precious wealth. This teaches that effort and follow-through convert opportunity into tangible results. Laziness wastes potential. 28. In the way of righteousness is life, and in its pathway there is no death. This is saying that moral alignment produces flourishing, stability, and security. Life flows from wisdom and virtue. Proverbs 12, Phase 2. Historical and cultural anchorings. Proverbs 12 emphasizes the social and economic implications of wisdom and folly in ancient Israel. Families, households, and communities were highly interdependent, and moral character was observable in daily life, through work ethic, speech, and relationships. Discipline, diligence, honesty, and prudence were necessary not only for spiritual alignment, but for practical survival. The chapter contrasts righteous and wicked behavior, showing the natural consequences of choices. The diligent are sustained, the lazy and deceitful are exposed, and integrity produces stability in personal, familial, and communal contexts. Modern application. Today, Proverbs 12 reminds us that character and choices matter in all spheres of life: home, work, and society. Open-mindedness, discipline, and receptivity to correction are as important now as in ancient times. Diligence in work, prudence in finances, careful speech, and ethical relationships produce real-world benefits, while laziness, dishonesty, and cruelty invite harm. The metaphors of the righteous and wicked continue to illustrate cause and effect realities in modern life. Moral alignment brings both practical success and relational flourishing, while folly brings predictable failure. Linguistic anchorings. The Hebrew text relies heavily on contrast, parallelism, and poetic structure. Words such as tzedek, righteousness, resha, wicked, lib, heart, and lashon, tongue, underscore moral distinctions and behavioral outcomes. Repetition of cause and effect pairings reinforces clarity and memorability. Veritas 365 translation renders these structures in contemporary English while maintaining moral urgency, narrative flow, and vivid imagery for modern readers without sacrificing the original force of the message. Theological anchorings. Theologically, Proverbs 12 asserts that God aligns himself with moral order. He blesses diligence, honesty, and integrity while exposing folly, deceit, and cruelty. Righteousness is life-affirming and protective, reflecting God's character and principles. Wickedness, while it may appear temporarily profitable, results in destruction and suffering. The chapter highlights that God observes both action and intent, rewarding alignment with his wisdom and punishing deviation. Key themes: discipline and humility, openness to correction fosters growth. Diligence versus laziness, effort produces prosperity, sloth brings loss. Speech and integrity, words reveal character and produce outcomes. Moral and practical alignment, ethical living ensures stability, blessing, and influence. Divine oversight, God rewards righteousness and exposes wickedness. Closing thought, Proverbs 12 teaches that righteous living is both ethical and practical. Discipline, prudence, and integrity in work, speech, and relationships yield flourishing and protection. Folly, laziness, and deceit result in exposure, loss, and relational harm. This chapter challenges readers to internalize moral principles and make them tangible in every action, showing that wisdom is inseparable from everyday life. Reflection prompts. Where can you better embrace discipline or correction in your life? How does your work ethic reflect diligence or laziness? In what ways do your words build life or invite harm? How can ethical decision-making shape your relationships, career, and community today?